everyone, I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Mom.
And this is Millennial Mom. And in today's video, we are here to review Married at First Sight Australia, Season 7, Episode 1. And did you even know there were 7 seasons of Married at First Sight Australia?
No, 7 seasons. Now, I did know there was a Married at First Sight Australia, but who knew there were 7 seasons already?
Well, we're excited to watch it, so let's get into the review. So Married at First Sight Australia starts off a little different. Definitely more reality TV show wise, I would say. Because they meet up at this house and the men and women are separated where they learn that they're going to be on Married at First Sight.
Right.
And my only problem was I didn't really see too many people of color with color.
Well, yeah, that made it different. It looks like there's going to be at least 6 couples, 6 men, 6 women, but with one of those couples being a same-sex couple, which adds a different dynamic. So I'm excited to see. The first couple we have matched is Poppy, who is 38, and a divorcee. Now, would you consider her a divorcee if your husband left you with twins who, for someone he cheated on with at your job?
Well, she wouldn't be anything else.
We also have Luke, who's also 38, who has 2 teenage girls, and he is looking for love. Poppy's looking for love. So before they get married, of course they have to tell their friends and family. And Poppy is a little apprehensive telling her friends about her getting married because her life has been her 2-year-old twins and being a single mom and working and just doing the damn thing. And her friends are apprehensive because they know what happened with her husband. Because she just hasn't dated anybody. And when she goes to tell them, they're looking at her like, what?
I would be looking at her like that too because she's not recently divorced, but she was divorced and it's not like she was messing with someone or dating someone. So for her just to go from being in a marriage to being on a marriage on TV, I just don't think that's going to work. I think that's a recipe for disaster for her and for him.
I don't know about that because she's looking for love. She's looking for love the right way.
On TV? TV is the right way?
I mean, Married at First Sight, that's what, regardless if it's international or not, that's what they're there for, right? They should be looking for love. So now we move on to Luke. He is happy-go-lucky. He likes to play around. He's just energetic. He's a goofball, and he is looking for love. He is ready, and he just knows whoever he's going to be with, to match the same energy. And I'm like, you know what? I think that's what we all want. Someone to be with, to match our same energy, to breathe positive vibes, and just to enhance our lives in general.
Were you feeling him?
I was, because he seemed like he was very genuine.
He did seem like he was genuine. But what I find interesting also on this Married at First Sight Australia is the age of these couples, because they seem like they have a different variety of couples, especially older. Well, they're not old, but just older than what we're used to. And they have kids. I don't think anybody on Married at First Sight America had kids.
No, I don't think so. I think they're definitely the first, or at least the first that we know of. Luke is telling his family, and they're excited. There's no pushback like Poppy's. They're excited. So then the very next scene, and what I appreciated in this segment was we got to see them actually get married the same day.
Yes.
Reception the same day.
Yes.
Just not the honeymoon. So I appreciate the fact that we get to see this. Luke gets there first, and he's excited. The family, there's lots of people out there. It's a nice wooded area. He's excited. Ready to get married, right? So Poppy is with her bridesmaids and the guy, and her best friend is going to walk her down the aisle. And she's apprehensive, of course, because she's like, my twins just said bye to me, just like it was a regular day. So she's not sure she did the right thing. As she's walking up to get married, she sees Luke. She's happy, right? They're all happy. They're having a good time.
She seemed happy.
Yeah, so while they write their own vows, which is nice, while she's saying her vows, then she starts to get a little emotional. But while he's saying his vows to hers, that's when her face drops.
Yeah, she just completely disassociated herself with the process. Still thinking about her kids. Like, why weren't you thinking about your kids before you signed up for the show?
Well, I know she was thinking about her kids, but I think that this whole process with the marriage, the reception, and then probably have to go to honeymoon immediately after. Like maybe she's going to be away for a set amount of time. And, little kids don't really know where you are. So I think maybe that's what she was thinking about, being a mom.
But she already knew that, though.
Well, she knows now. They say their vows, they're walking to take pictures, and she walks off. She walks off, and she's like having a small breakdown. She's like, I don't know if I should have did this. Is it too soon? And I could understand her saying that, and I understand what you're saying too. You should have known, but sometimes I guess you don't know until you're into the moment, right?
That's true, but she should have thought about the other person who was in this, which was Luke, because she just left Luke out in the cold.
Yeah. So then she calms down a little bit. They take a couple of pictures, and the pictures were awkward. But after they do that, they head into the dinner reception. It was really nice. I think it seemed like it was at the same place, but it was really nice.
It does. They definitely I think they had a better venue than America. Because they had the forestry and stuff.
Yeah.
If you like that type of stuff.
Poppy is still just not having it. I mean, you can tell the room gets quiet. They're all looking at her. Luke is looking, not wanting to say anything because he doesn't want to rock the boat just yet because, I just met you. Mm-hmm. And after they serve dinner, she just gets up and walks away. Mm-hmm. She has to go find her friends for encouragement.
Right. And
they're telling her, you know what, you're being cold. You're being
dismissive.
Yeah, a corpse, they said. And they had to calm her down. Poppy decides, you know what? I have to get myself together. She realized she signed up for this to go make a go of it. Because he seems like a nice guy. And he's trying to be cordial and accommodating to her.
He was definitely very patient.
So she gets back to the table. And now she's all like, like nothing happened. But she did tell him that I'm just having a hard time about the kids. And he told her too, well, we're both in the same boat. And I'm like, that's true too, but yours a little older. So I give her a small pass for that. Just a small one because they're so young.
I don't give her nothing. She knew what she was signing up for. So I don't understand why she was tripping and bringing all the tears and being dramatic like that.
Well,
with all those fillers.
I guess when you're a mom, you'll find out. Our next couple is Josh and Cathy. Josh is 28, Cathy's 26. They were matched based on their need of wanting a family. Cathy has a small issue. And her issue seems to be right now a confidence issue. Because she has been broken up in the past or just hasn't been treated well by men. So she's carrying along those issues with her. And they seem to come out as the day progresses. But Josh is kind of like a younger Luke. He's outgoing, happy-go-lucky. His family is happy for him. He wants to make his grandma proud. And the thing is with Josh, he wants to have a family now. But what he said was, he wants to have a family that wasn't like his own. He doesn't want to have his marriage be like a broken family or whatever. But you can't predict that. You can only hope for the best when you marry somebody and hope it's for a lifetime.
See, something in my spirits wasn't sitting right with Josh.
Okay.
I just wasn't really feeling what he was saying, like his backstory, especially with his past relationships. Mm-hmm. Because from my past of watching Married at First Sight, is whatever people come off like that, they're usually the most toxic one. Now, I'm not saying he's toxic, but something, I don't know, maybe we'll find out a little bit later, but something wasn't sitting right with me.
You know what? I didn't necessarily get that from Josh. The vibe I got was he wants to be a family man. He wants something that he didn't get as a kid growing up, seeing how his parents' relationship went. I don't know what kind of vibe I'm getting from Josh, but it's definitely nothing that's off like you. Not yet.
So you're feeling more of the vibe from the girl.
Well, the girl, yes, because she just presented that from the moment she opened her mouth. I mean, you can tell. Kathy's a pretty girl. She went to tell her friends and family about her getting married, and they are hopeful for her, but at the same time, they're like, she's gone down this road before with men. She's had a hard time. She's been cheated on. Even Cathy says she's been cheated on. So she's looking for someone who will like her for her, and I understand that.
Maybe that's why she has like a lot of Botox and fillers in her face, because she probably doesn't feel as much confidence in herself, because definitely throughout this whole episode, she's like, I'm wondering if he's going to be attracted to me. Yeah. Is he going to be attractive to me? Is he going to be attractive to me? I'm like, girl,
You know who that sounds like? That sounds like a completely different show, our 90 Day Fiancé. Darcy and Stacy. That's exactly who it sounded like to me. On the way to the reception, he is happy. He's like, oh, I can't wait. I hope she's beautiful. Everything he's looking for. Kathie on the way is like, well, she's telling her bridesmaids that she had a dream of somebody. He was blue eyes, fair skin, and his name was Josh.
No, they said tan skin. He's fair skinned, so that dream wasn't all the way true.
Well, his name is Josh. Also, on the ride to the wedding, she's like, I hope he likes me as much as I like him. Just everything that someone that doesn't have the highest regard for themselves, the esteem factor, is kicking in. I'm like, you have to have confidence in yourself. She finally comes down, so it seems. She starts walking down the aisle, and I'm here to tell you, she made a beautiful bride. I liked her outfit. I liked her hair. I liked everything about it. And Josh was stunned. He was like, oh, before she got there, my name is Josh. Look, Mom, I picked a good one. And he was like, and his mom was like, so far he likes what he sees. I mean, he was really attracted to her. But Kathie wasn't feeling that at first. She was just so into her own feelings and needs that she was just going through the motions. Did you get that?
Yeah, because all she was worrying about is he going to be attracted to me?
Yeah.
That's all I could remember her for.
They have a more of a connection there. I thought so. I
didn't think so.
No, I did. I thought they were vibing. Even though she was like, oh, does he like me? They were vibing. I mean, his friends and family, her friends and family. But one of the groomsmen looked over and asked her, I heard you had a dream. And his name was Josh. Is that true? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, see those bridesmaids? Already whispering already about you?
I mean, they family, supposedly.
We've heard that before somewhere. So then Kathie gets up and talks to her friends. Same thing. I wonder if he likes me. What do you think? Am I pretty enough? Stuff like that. While Josh is talking to his groomsmen. And you know, one of the groomsmen I actually thought was Luke for a minute. Looked just like him. I'm like,
is Luke still on your mind?
No, but I was like, he looked like Luke, just stature and his beard and everything. I'm like, no, Luke is at the hotel with Poppy. At least you should be.
Poppy need to get her act together, because I know someone who's gonna swoop in and get her man.
Who?
You.
No, I was just saying he looked like Luke. Josh had actually the same concerns, by the way. He was like, you know, I wonder if she's feeling me the way I'm feeling her. I wonder if she likes me too. I'm like, now see, you both can't be in here with esteem issues, because that just doesn't work.
They can't, because it's a TV show.
Well, when they come back together, they both meet outside to talk one-on-one. They both learn that they're both attracted to each other. Josh actually tells her first, and that made Kathie more at ease. I'm like, thank you for telling her.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Well, she's always going to have that, because that's how she feels about herself. But at the end of them saying, oh, I like you too. I like your eyes. I like yours too. They share a romantic kiss. And they was like, oh, okay. And Kathie said, I feel some sexual chemistry. And I'm like, okay, Kathie.
See, Kathie, this is the problem. This is the problem.
Well, after the reception, they too go to their hotel. They was like, well, you know, they're game for whatever happens. So I think something may have happened.
I'm sure something did happen, but all I can see is a train wreck. Luke said that he thought starting off with Poppy is a train wreck. Kathie and Josh, that's the train wreck.
Well, we'll have to see.
That was the end of Married at First Sight Australia for us Americans. So far, I mean, it started off slow. But I really appreciate them jumping into the wedding and not taking,
Days.
2.5 weeks to get to the wedding.
Yeah.
And I also appreciate them limiting the couples they have, because just throwing everybody out at one time, because I know they have a lot of couples. That was really good.
I like that too. I like the fact that they went from the meeting to the wedding to the reception all in one day. I mean, they do have a lot of couples, but to extend it over a week or 2 or 3, that gets redundant till you get to the real nitty gritty. But I'm ready for the next couples, the next 2 to come along. I'm interested in seeing the dynamic. I hope they're more lively than the first 2 couples, and we'll go from there. But I'm excited. I'm also excited for Married at First Sight New Orleans, which they gave us a sneak peek to the coming soon. So I'm ready for that too.
Well, let us know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments down below, and what do you think's gonna happen in next week's episode, or if this even interested you at all. Thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate it. Please make sure you like, of course, comment, and also subscribe, and then share it to other people who watch Married at First Sight Australia, because I want to know what they think about it too.
And as always, live simply, be grateful.